The Winnipeg Jets have said all along that there is no momentum during the Stanley Cup playoffs. But after keeping their season alive with a resounding 5-1 victory over the Nashville Predators in Game 7 of the second round, is there a concern about an emotional letdown as the third round opens against the Vegas Golden Knights? "We really worked on our day yesterday of doing what we want to accomplish. And then move on," said Jets head coach Paul Maurice. "But I'm not going to lie to you. That's what our concern is coming into the game. To finish a 7-game series, it was physical, it was exhausting. It was emotional. And now you've got to find a way to get back up to that, because human nature, it's not easy to get back up to that level. That's our great challenge here tonight. We know, based on their last layoff, that they came out very, very fast and right on. That game was over with San Jose, I don't know, 12 minutes into it. We're going to have to find that level, get back to that level, or at least close enough to it to give ourselves a chance to make it valuable in the second and third period, the last time the Golden Knights had a lengthy layoff and started a new series. They blew out the San Jose Sharks 7-0, so the Jets know they'll have to be sharp right out of the gate and try to keep things rolling. You just want to use it. We've got that great feeling right now from just winning a Game 7, so we use that in our game tonight," said Jets forward Matthew Perreault. Game 1, you're always trying to get a bit of a feel for each other, with the matchups, to see what line can perform against what line. In the first period, we want to come out, establish some physicality and go from there. After both teams wrapped up 2 rounds against divisional opponents, it shouldn't take long to find out what style of game each club wants to play, even though they haven't faced one another since Feb. 1. I mean, we still played them 3 times, so there's still familiarity there," said Jets captain Blake Wheeler. As teams go on in the playoffs, you see them a little bit more on TV, pick up a little bit on what they're trying to do. I don't think there's going to be much of a feeling out process. I think both teams are going to try and establish themselves right away. The Jets aren't expected to make any lineup changes and neither are the Golden Knights, which means Winnipegger Ryan Reaves is expected to suit up. Fellow Winnipegger Cody Eakin is the other Manitoban on the Golden Knights roster. "I expect it to be loud, I expect it to be fast and I expect it to be gritty," said Eakin, who has 3 goals and 4 points in 10 playoff games. "I don't think there's any cheering section that will be big enough to hear over the Jets fans. We'll know who's there and we'll know they are there, but we probably won't hear from them." It's a fantastic goaltending matchup between Connor Hellebuyck of the Jets and Marc-Andre Fleury of the Golden Knights. "He's very competitive, so he's never given up on anything," Perreault said of Fleury. "Even if you think you have a wide-open net, you better bear down because he's jumping, coming across with something to save it. Do that and then try to get in front of his eyes. If he sees the puck, most of the times he's going to save it. If you can get a couple of guys in his eyes and get shots from inside the dots, we'll give ourselves a better chance of beating him. From the outside, he's mostly going to save it." With the Jets 4 wins away from reaching the Stanley Cup final, the atmosphere inside Bell MTS Place should be electric, which can be a benefit for both the home and road team. "This building is going to be crazy. We know the Jets are going to come out strong and we're excited to see the atmosphere too," said Golden Knights forward David Perron, who scored the overtime winner against the Jets on Feb. 1. We have a great atmosphere too in our building. It was a big emotional win by the Jets last game to keep their season alive. They're going to be extremely excited to keep it going tonight. It's 2 different situations. We've had a week off and they've been playing. They're ready to go and they know what their game is like when they're having success. We have to make sure that we match their urgency right away from the start and build our game from there. We are also excited we had some time off to heal some little things to be able to provide our best effort going forward. Here's how both teams are expected to start on Saturday. Winnipeg Jets forwards Kyle Connor, Mark Schieffel, Blake Wheeler, Nikolai Ehlers, Paul Stastny, Patrick Laine, Andrew Copp, Adam Lowry, Joel Armia, Matthew Perreault, Brian Little, Brendan Tanev, defense Josh Morrissey, Jacob Trouba, Toby Enstrom, Dustin Byfuglien, Ben Sherratt, Tyler Myers, goalies Connor Hellebuyck, Steve Mason, Vegas Golden Knights forwards Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, Riley Smith, David Perron, Eric Halla, James Neal, Oscar Lindberg, Cody and Alex Tuch, Ryan Carpenter, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, Ryan Reeves, defense Nate Schmidt, Braden McNabb, Shea Theodore, Derek Engelland, Lucas Pisa, Colin Miller, goalies Marc-Andre Fleury, Malcolm Subban.